students, class 11th mathematics CBSE. Today we are taking the miscellaneous exercise chapter 3. Means we have completed all the topics of this exercise and all the topic of this chapter and all the exercises related to that topic. Okay, so today we are taking miscellaneous exercise, means we are taking miscellaneous questions. Okay, miscellaneous questions of different exercises, different topics. So this is question number first. Question number first, we have to find the value of the given trigonometric expression. Okay, or we have to prove that the given trigonometric equation is equals to given trigonometric expression is equals to 0. Okay, so 2 cos pi by 13 cos 9 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to use the trigonometric identities or any other identity that can make it equals to 0 or can simplify this trigonometric expression. Okay, ultimately we have to simplify this either using the trigonometric expression, trigonometric ratios, trigonometric identities, etc., etc. Okay, so what identity can you use? You have to think. Here 2 cos A cos B, cos A cos B, 2 cos A cos B is equals to 2 cos A cos B is equals to cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. Okay, so using this trigonometric identity here, we will have 2 cos A equals to pi by 13 and B equals to 9 pi by 13. So cos of A plus B, pi by 13 plus 9 pi by 13. Okay, plus cos A minus B. A minus B means pi by 13 minus 9 pi by 13. Okay, and then this one. This one is plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. Okay. So after simplifying this, we will have cos pi by 13, 9 pi by 13, 10 pi by 13. 10 pi by 13 plus cos pi by 13 minus 9 pi by 13 minus 8 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. Okay. After again simplifying this, cos minus theta is equals to cos theta. Cos minus theta is equals to plus cos theta. Okay, so this one is equals to cos of 10 pi by 13 plus cos of 8 pi by 13 plus cos of 3 pi by 13 plus cos of 5 pi by 13. Okay, now this can be write down as cos 10 pi by 13 can be write down as how to write down this? How to write down this? Pi minus 13 pi by pi minus 3 pi by 13, pi minus 3 pi by 13. Okay, plus cos. This can be write down as cos pi minus 5 pi by 13. Okay, let us have a look. Pi minus 3 pi by 13. Pi minus 3 pi by 13. 13 is taken as LCM. 13 pi minus 3 pi, that is 10 pi by 13. Okay, so 10 pi by 13, 10 pi by 13 is equals to pi minus 3 pi by 13. Similarly, pi minus 5 pi by 13, 13 pi minus 5 pi, that is 8 pi by 13. Okay, so after simplifying this, we will have 8 pi by 13, we will have 10 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 30 plus cos 5 pi by 30. Okay. So how to write down this? How to write down this? We have to write down this in terms of 3 pi by 13 and 5 pi by 13. Okay. We will try to convert this ratio in terms of this ratio 3 pi by 13. Okay. Then we can have pi minus 3 pi by 13, pi minus 5 pi by 13. Now pi minus 3 pi by 13 lies in second quadrant. Lies in second quadrant. This angle lies in second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos theta is negative. Cos theta is negative. That is why this is equals to minus cos 3 pi by 13, and this is also minus cos 5 pi by 13. Okay, plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13. Okay, this is minus cos 3 pi by 13, this is plus cos 3 pi by 13 will cancel each other. Cos 5 pi by 13 plus minus cos 5 pi by 13, so will cancel each other. So all terms will cancel each other. So this is finally equals to 0. This is equals to 0, and that we want to prove. Okay. So in this way we can solve any other trigonometric expression like this. Any other trigonometric expression like this can be solved using the same steps. Okay. So now have another question. Question number, we are having the question number 5. Directly come to the question number 5. Other question you can do at your own. Other question you can do at your own. Okay. So question number 5. That is sin x plus sin 3x, sin x plus sin 3x plus sin 5x plus sin 5x plus sin 7x is equals to, we have to prove that 4 cos x cos 2x sin 4x. Okay, 4 cos x cos 2x and sin 4x. This is question number 5. Okay, sin x plus sin 5x plus sin 3x. So ultimately we have to prove this is equals to 4 cos x cos 2x and sin 4x. Okay, or what we can say, we have to simplify this trigonometric expression. We have to simplify this trigonometric expression. So here main thing is to make the combinations. Main thing is to make the combinations. Combination, a best combination can result in a very less number of steps. Okay, means if you make a best combination, answer will be in less number of steps. Okay, otherwise answer may be lengthy. So to make the answer shorter, you have to make the best combination, and best combination is sin x plus sin 7x plus sin 3x plus sin 5x. You can make best combination if you have a lot of practice, or you have well known with the trigonometric identities. When you know the trigonometric identities very well, then you can make the combinations, means best combinations. Okay, so this is the best combination, sin x plus sin 7x and sin 3x plus sin 5x. Now we have to use the identity sin a plus sin b. Sin a plus sin b, and that is equals to 2 sin a plus b upon 2 cos a minus b upon 2. Okay, so this is equals to using the trigonometric identity. After using the trigonometric identity, we are having this. Okay, we are having this. Now simplifying this. Simplifying 2 sin x plus 7x 8x. 8x by 2 4x. Sin 4x. Cos x minus 7x minus 6x minus 6x upon 2 minus 3x. Plus 2 sin 3x plus 5x 8x by 2 4x. Cos of 3x minus 5x minus 2x by 2 minus x. Okay, and this is equals to 2 sin 4x cos minus theta plus cos theta. Okay, cos minus theta plus cos theta plus cos theta, so it is cos 3x plus 2 sin 4x cos minus theta plus cos theta, that is cos x. Okay, now taking the 2 sin x 2 sin 4x as common, 2 sin 4x as common, we are having cos 3x plus cos x. We are having cos 3x plus cos x. Now using the trigonometric identity for cos a plus cos b, and cos a plus cos b equals to 2 cos a plus b upon 2 cos a minus b upon 2, that is equals to 2 sin 4x using the trigonometric identity. 2 cos a plus b upon 2 cos a minus b upon 2. Okay, so this is equals to 2 sin 4x 2 cos 3x plus x 4x by 2 2x cos 3x minus x 2x by 2x, and finally 2 to the 4 cos x cos 2x and then sin 4x. After arranging the terms in ascending order, okay, we are having 2 cos x cos 2x sin 4x. So this is the solution, or what we want to prove is this. Okay, the proof of the given question number 5 is this. Okay, so you should have the knowledge, you should have learned the trigonometric identity. I am again pressing you, I am again and again advising you to learn the trigonometric identity. These trigonometric identities are the basis of this chapter as well as the other coming chapters. Okay, coming chapters means you should use this in limits and derivatives and in any other trigonometric chapter also, and in coming classes means class 12th. Okay, in physics also you should use these trigonometric identities. Okay, so now the next question of the exercise, miscellaneous exercise chapter 3rd. Next question of the miscellaneous exercise chapter number 3rd. Next question is taking the question number 7. Question number 7. Okay, so question number 7 is sin of 3x plus sin of 2x minus sin of x is equals to 4 sin of x cos of x by 2 and cos of 3x by 2. Cos of 3x by 2. This is question number 7. Okay, we have to show left hand side is equals to right hand side, or either or left hand side is equals to right hand side, left hand side, right hand side is equals to left hand side. Any of the side you can take, other side you have to show. Okay, so obviously we will start from the left hand side. So taking the left hand side, we will always take the side which is easier to solve. Okay, which is easier to solve. Otherwise you can take any of the side. Okay, you should have command over the trigonometric identities. Now sin 3x plus sin 2x minus sin x is equals to whatsoever is the answer. Okay, if you go on the right steps you will have the right answer. So here again in this question we have to make the combinations. Okay, and the combination is sin 3x minus sin x plus sin 2x plus sin 2x. Okay, so using the trigonometric identity for sin A minus sin B. Okay, so sin of A minus sin of B is equals to 2 cos of A plus B upon 2 sin of A minus B upon 2. Okay, so using that trigonometric identity we are having this is equals to 2 cos of 3x plus x by 2 sin of 3x minus x by 2 plus sin 2x. Sin 2x. Sin 2x means 2 sin of x cos of x. Okay, so using this here 2 sin of x cos of x. Now this is equals to 2 cos of 3x plus x 4x by 2 2x. Okay, and sin 3x minus x that is 2x by 2 that is x sin x plus 2 sin x cos x. 2 sin x cos x. Now taking common as 2 sin x cos x. Taking common as 2 sin x cos x, having 2 sin x cos x, that is cos 2x plus cos x. Now 2 sin x taking as common, we are having cos 2x plus cos x. Okay, so again using the trigonometric identity cos x plus cos x, cos A plus cos B, cos A plus cos B. So this is equals to 2 sin x. Cos A plus cos B equals to 2 sin 2 cos A plus cos B equals to 2 cos A plus B. A plus B यानी 2x plus x by 2 cos A minus B 2x minus x by 2. Okay, cos A plus cos B. Cos A plus cos B equal to 2 cos A plus B upon 2 cos A minus B upon 2. Okay, so this is equals to 2 sin of x 2 cos of 3x by 2 cos of x by 2. After solving this we are having this. So this is equals to 2 to the 4 sin of x cos of x by 2 cos of 3x by 2. Okay, so this is the final answer or what we want to show, that is left hand side it equals to right hand side. Okay, this is left hand side and this one is right hand side. Okay, so this was question number 7. Now we are taking the question number 8. Question number 8 of the exercise, miscellaneous exercise, that is chapter number 3. Okay, and this is the last question of the exercise, last question of our video also. Okay, last question of the chapter, also. Third chapter now is going to be end. So let us take the question number 8. Question number 8, that is 10x is equals to minus 4 by 3. X lies in quadrant second. We have to find out sin x by 2, cos x by 2 and tan x by 2. Find sin x by 2, cos x by 2 and then tan this, and given that tan x is equals to 4 by 3. Given that tan x is equals to minus 4 by 3. X lies in second quadrant. X lies in second quadrant. X lies in second quadrant, then x by 2 will lie in first quadrant. X lies in second quadrant. X lies in quadrant second. Quadrant second means x belongs to 90 to 180. Pi by t to pi by 2 to pi by 4. Okay. X lies in pi by 2 to pi by 4. It means x by 2 lie in pi by 4 to pi by 2. Pi by 4 to pi by 2, and pi by 4 to pi by 2 means first quadrant. Okay. When x lies in second quadrant, it means x lies in first. X by 2 lies in first quadrant. One quadrant less. X lies in which quadrant? X by 2 lies in one quadrant less. Okay. Means x lies in second quadrant. It means x belongs to pi by 2 to pi. Second quadrant started from second quadrant is from 90 to 180 degree. 90 to 180, that is pi by 2 to pi. Pi by 2 to pi. It means x by 2 will belongs to pi by 4 to pi by 2. It means x by 2 lies in quadrant number first. Okay. So this is important. This is important to decide the sign of these trigonometric functions that we want to find. Okay. When x by 2 lies in first quadrant, it means all the trigonometric ratios of x by 2 angle, all the trigonometric ratios of the x by 2 angle lies in first quadrant, and in first quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive. That is why all these are positive. Okay. So this is important. This is important. Now we will solve tan x is equals to minus 4 by 3. Minus 4 by 3 for sin x by 2, cos x by 2 and tan x by 2. Okay. So using the trigonometric identity, any of the trigonometric identity to solve this, tan x is equals to minus 4 by 3. Tan x is equals to minus 4 by 3, that is tan of 2 into x by 2. X can be write down as 2 into x by 2. 2 into x by 2 is equals to x. That is why tan 2 into x by 2 is equals to 4 by 3. Okay. Now, if this is theta, then this is tan to theta. Tan to theta. And tan to theta is equals to 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. Okay. Tan to theta is equals to 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. So this is equals to 2 tan theta, that is 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 minus tan square x by 2. Is equals to 4 by 3. Okay. Using the trigonometric identity tan to theta is equals to 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. Okay. So theta is equals to x by 2, that is why this is equals to 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 minus tan square x by 2 is equals to 4 by 3. Now we have to solve this and find the value of tan x by 2. So 3 will multiply by 2 tan x by 2 and 4 will multiply by 1 minus tan square x by 2. So after multiplying 3 to the 6, tan x by 2 is equals to 4 minus 4 tan square x by 2, and this can be written down as 4 tan square x by 2 plus 6 tan x by 2 minus 4 is equals to 0. Okay. So after taking 2 as common, 2 tan square x by 2 plus 3 tan x by 2 minus 2 is equals to 0. Now this given trigonometric equation is quadratic. This given trigonometric equation is quadratic in tan x by 2. Okay, in tan x by 2, this can be written as 2y square plus 3y minus 2 is equals to 0 if y is equals to tan x by 2. If y is equals to tan x by 2, then this can be written down as 2y square plus 3y minus 2 equals to 0. Now we have to factorize this. And factor of this is 2y square plus 2y plus y 4y minus 2 is equals to 0. Taking 2y as common, y plus 2. Taking minus 1 as common, y plus 2 is equals to 0. Again taking y plus 2 as common, we are having 2y minus 1 equals to 0. This implies that y is equals to minus 2 and 2y is equals to 1, that is y is equals to 1 by 2. Okay, so we are having two values of y. Two values of y means two values of tan x by 2. So tan x by 2 is equals to minus 2 either, or tan x by 2 is equals to 1 by 2. Okay, so tan x by 2 having one of the value. Now which one is true? Which one is the right value, correct value of tan x by 2? I have told you then tan x by 2 lies in first quadrant. In the very initial of this question, I have told you that tan x by 2 lies in first quadrant, and in first quadrant tan x by 2 is positive. That is why the positive value is correct value. So tan x by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Tan x by 2 is equals to 1 by 2. Okay. Now we have to find the other trigonometric values, that is sin x by 2 and cos x by 2. So first of all we will find the cos x by 2. We will find cos x by 2 after finding sec x by 2. To find the value of cos x by 2, we have to find the value of sec x by 2. Sec square x by 2 is equals to 1 plus tan square x by 2. That is 1 plus 1 by 2 square. Okay, tan x by 2 is equals to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 square, 1 plus 1 by 4, that is 5 upon 4. This is sec square x by 2. So sec x by 2 is equals to under root 5 upon 2. Under root 5 upon 2. Sec x by 2. Sec x by 2 and cos x by 2 is equals to after finding the reciprocal of this 1 upon sec x by 2 is equals to 1 upon under root 5 upon 2 means cos x by 2 is equals to 2 upon under root 5. Okay, so cos x by 2 is equals to 2 upon under root 5. Cos x by 2 is equals to 2 upon under root 5. So this one is the cos x by 2. Okay, tan x by 2, cos x by 2. Now we have to find the sin x by 2. Sin x by 2, and sin x by 2 is equals to tan x by 2 multiplied by cos x by 2. Multiplied by cos x by 2. So tan x by 2, that is 1 by 2, and tan x by 2 is equals to 1 by 2, and cos x by 2 is equals to 2 upon under root 5. So this is equals to 1 upon under root 5. So sin x by 2 is equals to 1 upon under root 5. Okay. So in this way we can find the other trigonometric ratios. Okay. So this was question number 8. This was question number 8 of the exercise, miscellaneous exercise, chapter number 3. Okay. Now the remaining questions are assignment works for you. You have to do at your home. Okay. Thank you.